Vicki St. James here with Savannah Warren, the owner of the Savvy Bean Coffee Shop on East 4th Street in Waterloo. Welcome, Savannah. It's so wonderful to have you here.
Thank you.
Yes, and now the bio. What an impressive bio for a young woman. I'm so impressed. Savannah Warren is the passionate owner of the Savvy Bean Coffee Shop at 218 East 4th Street in Waterloo. Emancipated at age 16 and graduated high school at age 17. And she dove into college at the University of Northern Iowa while working for a large coffee chain in October of 2019. From the moment she began, Savannah knew she was destined for the coffee industry. In 2020, she launched a coffee syrup company named Sav's Syrups. Oh, that is so cool. I love that. During the pandemic, this all transpired, which grew to supply 35 coffee shops nationwide. High five, girl. That's amazing to me. Absolutely. Her journey took her to Montana in the summer of 2022, where she consulted for a luxury resorts coffee program, reigniting her passion for coffee. Inspired to create a community space, Savannah opened the Savvy Bean in May of 2023, combining her expertise and love for coffee with the vision of serving exceptional brews and fostering connections. She aims to make the Savvy Bean a beloved destination for coffee lovers everywhere. Welcome to the show, honey.
Thank you.
Yes. So tell me, what do you like best about owning Savannah's Savvy Bean?
I think really just the opportunity for connection and the
Yes.
people I get to meet, the employees I get to
Yes.
cherish, and really just creating these drinks that people haven't had before. So just new and refreshing things.
Yes.
Bringing new and refreshing ideas like coffee flights, and last year we did a Valentine's basket so you could have delivered to your significant others. So just things like that, things that keep it fresh and new and exciting in the industry.
I love that. So tell me, do you have a bucket list? And if so, what is on that bucket list?
I do. So I want to travel the world. So
Ooh,
traveling is
yes.
one of my loves. I want to see all the national parks.
Yes.
And then eventually, maybe I want to live somewhere more exciting. So somewhere maybe in Tennessee. Not that I was not exciting. But
Yes.
different.
Somewhere different. Like Nashville?
I don't know about Nashville. I'm more like a country girl.
Country
so
girl,
like,
yes.
Yeah, somewhere.
Oh, beautiful.
With a big yard.
Yes,
big
big yard.
mountains, maybe.
Yes, maybe a ranch.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes, that would be beautiful. I love that so much. So tell me, do you have any new career-related endeavors?
A little bit.
Okay, let's talk about those.
Currently, I'm doing a lot of coffee consulting. So I help other people in the coffee industry that want to have a shop, maybe start or like plan their vision for their shop.
Yes.
So I just worked with one actually in Kirksville, Missouri, and her space is beautiful.
Oh, how lovely! How did you connect with that one?
So there's groups out there for like coffee business owners on Facebook.
Ooh.
And I just reach out on there. If anyone needs help, I'd love to kind of just jump in and see what I can do.
Yes.
And just help their dreams come to life.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Can we talk a little bit about what you did for the Career Center in Waterloo?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I can't take a whole lot of credit for this one because it was actually a high school student there named Bailey Gessel that approached me.
Sweet.
And she was like, hey, I love coffee. I really want to have a coffee shop someday. And I was like, okay, fabulous. How can I help?
Yeah.
And she's like, well, I just don't really know anything. And I'm like, well, I would love to help. And it kind of grew with this partnership between the Savvy Bean and WCC and Bailey. So she's been running it now for over a year.
Wow.
And she's going to graduate soon and hopefully move on to bigger and better things. And her legacy will live on with the school for the next student. And it'll be this amazing opportunity for students to learn this industry if it interests them and learn business.
Yes. How beautiful. And she felt comfortable approaching you because you're so approachable, so warm and engaging. And I love that about you. Okay, so tell me, do you have any winter plans?
I think just make it through the cold.
Yeah,
Make
right.
it through January, because we all know January is probably going to be real cold or real snowy.
Yes.
Apart from that, I think just growing the coffee shop. I'm still going to go and do that Valentine's thing again there in February.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, so we basically take pre-orders for this Valentine's gift basket.
Okay.
Last year it was coffee in a basket, cookies from a local baker, also from United News Bakery.
Ooh.
And then we did a handwritten card from Ivy Trellis.
Nice.
And then it was flowers from Peterson and Teets Florist.
Wow, I love them.
Yeah,
And
I do too. They're fabulous.
I know, and Ivy Trellis, I love them. Mary Heller, she's so precious.
I know.
Yeah.
All these businesses.
I know,
so
right? Good. Exactly.
And then that would just get delivered to your significant other, and there's a nice little surprise for them.
Oh, I love that so much. So, when did you know you wanted to work in the coffee industry?
I think I just always loved the world of coffee.
Yes.
So basically, in high school, coffee kept me going for all of my
Ooh,
classes.
yeah.
Early in the morning.
Right.
But I couldn't find a job at a coffee shop because I lived in a very small town.
Okay.
So over time, I eventually went to college, and then there was a coffee opening there. So I got that job, and I was like, I'm unsure about it, but I think the moment I stepped in the space, I was just in love with it and knew, probably from that first day, that I don't think I was ever leaving this industry.
Oh, that's so beautiful. I love it. So, do you ever get too buzzed, like too much caffeine?
I have made myself caffeine sick one time.
Okay.
It was one day I think I had a quad shot of espresso and a cold brew.
Ooh.
Wouldn't recommend. I was
Yeah.
sick.
Oh my gosh.
Not often.
Yeah, not
Tolerance is
often.
high.
Yeah. There you go. That's beautiful. So, do you have any pet peeves, Savannah?
Coffee wise, yes.
Let's talk about those.
My biggest one is probably when people say espresso, like EX.
Oh, that drives me nuts.
Espresso, ES.
Yeah.
Definitely, that's top tier. A lot of people don't know. And if you're from Italy, it is espresso. But
Oh, it is.
Espresso.
Got you. Oh my gosh, yes. As an English professor, it drives me nuts. Or when people say, especially.
Oh
No,
my
it's
God,
especially, please, people.
I know.
Right? Oh, that is too funny. Okay, so tell me, do you have, when you were in high school and you're thinking, oh, what do I want to do when I, grow up? Did you ever see yourself owning a coffee shop in Waterloo? Big deal. Did you ever see yourself doing that?
I did not. So,
Yay.
Growing up, I always wanted to be, a couple different things actually, but like right before I went to college, I thought I was going to be an economist, which arguably would have been a fun job right now.
Yes, right.
But I think I always had an entrepreneurial passion. I just didn't know what I was going to do with that.
Right.
And I never told myself I'm going to grow up and be an entrepreneur. It was always something else. But like looking back, I was a kid that had lemonade stands and like.
You did?
Yes.
Oh, I love it.
I was out in the country though, so I didn't sell much. But
yeah. Still.
Yeah. And then I was just the kid that thrived. Like middle school fundraisers where you had to go and like sell cookies and cakes and stuff.
Yes. I love it.
My favorite thing ever.
Oh my gosh.
So I think the entrepreneurial energy was always there.
Yeah.
But I didn't connect with coffee until I had taken that first day at the coffee shop.
Wow. That is so beautiful. Do you have any fun childhood stories?
Yes.
Okay.
So my dad was actually a professional bass fisherman.
Oh,
really young, so,
very cool.
Yeah, it's kind of a fun industry.
Yes,
so,
yes.
My most prevalent childhood memories are just going to his tournaments, and we would go fishing all day long. I would never catch anything, but he didn't mind. He was catching all of them. And then we would just go camping all the time. So we would go camping for a whole weekend.
Yes.
I love the outdoors.
I do too. Love it.
Fun. We would just go all over and just make the most of our weekend. It was a blast.
Oh, that is so beautiful. I too love to fish. It's one of my favorite hobbies. So tell me, did you do like, so bass fishing, is that like fly fishing?
No.
No.
So my dad always just had the regular cast
Okay.
fishing.
Okay. So did you have a boat or were you on the dock?
We were on a boat. So my dad had
Ooh.
like some fancy boat that he was sponsored with. So
Really?
we would be zooming around and then you find the perfect spot and we would just sit there and fish.
Oh my gosh. That is so cool. I love that. And you have siblings?
I do. I have an older sister and an older brother.
And tell me about them.
Yes. So my sister is fabulous. She's 3 years older than me, and then my brother's 6 years older than me. So I'm the baby.
Nice.
My sister manages U.S. Cellular in Denton. She is fabulous.
Nice.
We were close growing up, of course, as the girls in the family.
Yes.
And then my brother lives in Indiana. I believe he works at Verizon. So I guess phone sales runs in our blood.
Yes, right.
I did work at U.S. Cellular for a while, but apart from that, I found my love in coffee, and they're both great. I don't see my brother as much as I'd like to, but yeah, he lives a little far away. My sister, though, I see her a lot.
Nice.
Bought a house, so.
Very cool. Good for her.
Absolutely.
Sweet. So, what is your favorite flavor right now at the Savvy Bean?
By far, peppermint mocha.
Ooh.
And I used to be like anti-peppermint. I hated peppermint. So like,
really?
This is weird, but like this year, I'm just vibing with that like perfect amount of like peppermint flavor.
Yeah.
With that like decadent mocha.
Wow.
And the espresso, it's just a perfect combination.
Yes, yes. So I remember going in, well, I go there quite often, and the one gal, the tall gal with the dark hair, I remember her name, but she's so sweet.
Yeah,
so Avery, yeah. So I said, so what's your favorite? And she says, well, actually, I like the pumpkin pie, something. And I said, sold. I'll try it. And I was in heaven with that drink. It is so good. So good. So I'm so glad that Avery suggested that I get that one. So tell me, you've got a popcorn one right now too? Let's talk about that.
Yes. So I always try to do something a little crazy with my coffee creation. So I'll do like some standards like peppermint mocha, which I love.
Yes.
But yeah, so I always try to do something crazy. And what I wanted this year was something that people haven't heard of, and something with maybe a little bit of salt, because I feel like, I don't know, something about once it gets cold, I want a little bit of salt in it.
Of course.
So yeah, we have a salted popcorn oat milk chai.
Oh, that sounds so good.
It is delightful.
Yes, savory, comforting. Yes.
Yeah. And like the big question I get is like, does it taste like popcorn? And I'm like, yes, but not in the way you're thinking.
Okay.
So it's something that you definitely have to try.
Yes.
Like we have a lot of people come in and they're like.
So people come in and say like they don't know if that's for them, but then they try it.
Yeah, especially in those flights they have on Sundays.
Yes. Tell me about the flights.
Yes. So the flights we just started doing probably about a month and a half ago. And it was specifically for this reason. It's because people would come in and they'd be like, I don't know, like I don't want to commit to a whole drink of that. And I'm like, well, what if you could have 4 mini drinks and you could just try a little bit, and it converts them 9 times out of 10. They're like, oh, this is actually so good. I don't know what I was scared of.
I love that. That's beautiful. Yes, and you've got regulars. And that's so beautiful. And people are meeting other people and making connections. When I'm there, I see a variety of, like people getting caught up to business meetings. There's just a little bit of everything going on, and the vibe is so engaging.
Yeah.
So how do you accomplish that feat?
I think it's about just having, to me, good staff and a good space, because your staff wants to like welcome them and make them want to come back. I think the staff and the customer service is like the first huge part, and then of course good coffee, because you want them to come back and like your coffee.
Right.
And I think having a space that just feels cozy. So when we painted the shop, we purposely went for colors that made you feel warm and fuzzy, colors that made you want to stay around, and that's just a lot of things combined that I think just make the space a great space to meet and chat.
Yes. And it inspires creativity.
Yes.
Yes, and I love that. I'll be there actually today with Rashonda Young. And you know Rashonda, and she's amazing. And what a creative woman. And just the female empowerment in this community. The female empowerment in this community is amazing. And Savvy Bean helps just kind of boost all of that. Because I've seen a lot of women entrepreneurs in there. And I just think that's amazing. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for making a space for all women and men to feel warm and to feel welcomed and to be inspired. It's just beautiful. So, yes, absolutely. So, where can listeners and viewers find the Savvy Bean on the web and social media?
I would say primarily on Facebook. So we have the Savvy Bean Facebook page, and then we have the Savvy Bean Instagram page.
Okay.
I would say those are the best two in terms of staying in the loop
Okay.
and trying to see what new and exciting stuff we've done.
Yay, I love that. Okay, perfect. And do you have any last closing thoughts for our listeners and viewers?
Yeah, I think come in for a flight, try things you wouldn't try, and let me know. Let me know what you want on the next menu. I might be working on a root beer float type drink.
Ooh, yummy. That sounds so good.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. It's another one of those ones that it's like, I don't know about that, but trust me, you'll love it. It's not what you're expecting.
Wow, I can't wait to have that root beer float. Ooh, yummy. All right. Vicki St. James and Savannah Warren over and out for Savvy Bean.